Look, we're getting to the end of the regular season, and you guys are starting to make another push to the playoffs, try to lock a few things up. But trying to win this thing 3 times, we were talking about it, only been done once in the 60s when there were 7 teams in the league. Different challenges these days trying to accomplish this.
Yeah, I mean, there's 32 teams in the league now, right? So it's hard. We've got a target on our back every single night. You know, you've seen it this year more than other years where, you know, we're getting the best from every team. And, you know, it's been an up and down season, but we're still in first place. You know, we got 5 games to solidify that and hopefully, you know, try to chase down Laval here in the last 5 games and hopefully get, you know, first overall in the conference and in the league. So, you know, home ice is important. And but again, you know, the way Nelly and Booter and Wellesley prepare these guys every night, they'll be ready.
They don't need to be the same team that won 2 years ago or even last year, but they need to be a team that can make a long stretch. What is it that you like about this team that gives them a chance to potentially take it all the way through the playoffs into the Calder Cup finals?
Yeah, I think our depth. I think, you know, you look at our depth that, you know, if a guy has an off night, you can pull him out of the lineup, put another guy in, and they're picking right up where they left off, you know, and I think that's big. I think that's key. That's one thing that we talked about in the summer with the Washington Capitals was, hey, you know, we've went on a couple long stretches of playing a lot of hockey, and I think we need to sign a lot of depth, and we've signed some really good depth. There's guys in South Carolina that could be up here playing too. So that's where I think it's going to come in handy. I think, you know, you look at last year at the finals, you know, we lost 3 of our best defensemen, and, you know, Nicky Lieberman comes in in game 4 and you know, takes over from there. So that's what you need. That's what you need to have success in the playoffs.
You mentioned both the Capitals and South Carolina. So you get to the playoffs, there might be reinforcements maybe from below, but not necessarily from the parent club as there has been in previous years. So how will that affect a playoff team and a playoff run when your parent club is looking at potentially a President's Trophy as being one of the top teams in the NHL?
Yeah, so for us, you know, the relationship we have with Washington and South Carolina is we'd love to have all 3 organizations win. You know, that's we're passionate about each team, and, you know, we're here in Hershey to send players to Washington if needed. And that's just the reality of the American Hockey League. And same with South Carolina, you know, to send players up to us if need be. So it's one of those things, again, where depth comes in handy, and that's why we signed the guys we did. And, you know, like I said, it'd be nice to see each level win, but we'll take the last 5 games here and see what we can do, and then worry about the playoffs.
We had an interesting weekend with some of the new signees, with Gucciardi and Chesley, both scoring in their AHL debuts, but that infusion of youth, how much does that help as well, not only with the depth part of it, but the competition part of it too? It reminds those veterans, look, those aren't guaranteed minutes. These are minutes you need to continue to scrap and fight for.
Yeah, Todd, I mean, it's a good thing. And, you know, we really haven't had players that come out of college or junior draft picks from the Capitals where they can just step right in. And you look at those 2 this past weekend, and they didn't look like it was their first American Hockey League game. Both guys were very, very calm with the puck, almost looked like veterans out there, and it was neat to see them score. And so when you're getting high-end prospects, you know, it's going to help you. And you're right, it's going to push other guys to play better, because if they don't, we can take them out of the lineup and insert these young guys in. So I think it's a great thing. I love to see it. You know, moving forward, we'll see what they can do in the last few games here and try to get them up to speed and make them comfortable in a situation where we need to use them in the playoffs.
Well, we love to see you at this time of year, all year long, don't get me wrong, but especially this time of year, because I know how amped up you get about it. A previous captain, 2-time Calder Cup, back-to-back, all those types of things. You know, what is the message as the VP of Hockey Ops that you can give to whether it's Nesser as the captain, hey, make sure the guys are doing this, or to overall to the entire team and to Nelly? What is your job at this time of the year as far as messaging goes and watching what's going on?
Yeah, don't look too far ahead. You know, make sure you take one game at a time and focus on that. And if you take care of that, take care of each game, one game at a time, usually, you know, you can get on a roll and usually you can do, you know, roll through and hopefully have success. But the biggest thing is be in the moment. You know, live it. You know, it's the best time of the year. Playoff hockey. It's exciting, and you know, just be ready and focused and do what you can, each individual player. And if you do that and the team comes together, we should be all right.